Hi guys, we have our District Unit 2 test coming up, and on this one you are going to be required to annotate. And I know for some of you annotation is not your favorite thing, but hopefully this video will help you kind of learn how to annotate and do it better. So the first thing you want to note is, what are we going to look for? And depending on the type of passage that you have, whether it's a poem you could do TP cast or TP fast. That structure they've taught you in 7th grade, that's what you should do for a poem. We're going to look here at an informational text. So on an informational text, you definitely want to look at your organizational pattern. You might, if you know you're going to have a discussion in class, you might number the paragraphs, if that's not already done for you. A lot of standardized tests, not just the STAR, but the SAT or AP testing might ask you to go back to in paragraph 3. So it's a good idea to number the paragraphs. You want to circle important words, or words that you might come back and look up. You don't have to stop and look them up on your first read, but you might want to do it later. So, and then we are always asked those author's purpose. So what that gets to in an informational text is, what claims is the author making? So a claim is going to be a statement the author states is true. And maybe has research to back up what they are saying. So, statement that author states is true. So those are the types of things that we're going to look for in an informational text. So this informational text that I got from ReadWorks is Benjamin Franklin, the ultimate solution creator. Ooh, what a catchy title. I must read this document. So from the title, we do know that it is Benjamin Franklin that we're talking about, and that he is the creator of solutions. So we know a little bit more about it. We also know that it's a ReadWorks piece, so we can't really tell a lot about the author, except that it's from a website that publishes lots of articles. So it's probably just one of their staff writers. They pay people to write articles like this, and then they publish them for teachers and students to use. All right, so we're going to start. Benjamin Franklin is credited with an array of inventions and accomplishments. Among these are the repeal of Britain's Stamp Act, bifocals, the lightning rod, and the Franklin stove, the reform and creation of the U.S. postal system. All are notable for being solutions in the 1700s to everyday problems faced by Franklin's peers, or to bigger social and political issues, like the American colonies' lack of representation during Britain's rule. Okay, so we've got kind of an overview of what the essay is going to be about. That's what your introductory paragraph is. So in our intro, now what normally happens when I just tell students to annotate is, and this is what you were taught in elementary school, and that's good because this is an elementary way to annotate, is that you just write a summary. This is what happened in the paragraph. We're going to go beyond that. We want to see your thinking rather than just summarizing. And I'll tell you, on a standardized test, you're going to have like one summary question, but you're going to have several questions about how it's organized, vocabulary questions, you're going to have author's purpose questions, and you're going to have claims questions. So one summary question. So if all you do throughout the whole thing is summarize, you're really preparing yourself to answer one question. So how do we think? I'm already thinking from the introduction, can I tell how this might be organized? Okay, so we know we have a list of all of these inventions and accomplishments are listed out. And they're notable for being solutions. So, and then, so I'm not really sure if they're going to set it up that they're going to talk about like each of these inventions and accomplishments, or if they're going to set it up kind of like a problem solution type thing. So I'm going to keep reading and see. But now at least I do have that list of accomplishments marked. So that's kind of cool. All right. When faced with some kind of roadblock or trouble, Franklin was particularly adept at finding a way around it. Beyond his keen intuition that facilitated his discoveries and solutions, Franklin had an exceptional intelligence. This was evidenced in the way he approached problems. The man was famous for being economical, community-driven, and supportive of education and hard work. He didn't come from a wealthy family and was well known for living simply yet smartly. Partly because of this straightforward but thorough approach to everyday life, to daily life, he was better able to invent and create or improve solutions to some of the era's problems. So this again, this kind of tells you the background, why he can solve problems. Is mostly what that paragraph's about. And by finding a way around it, because he was intelligent, famous for being economical, community-driven, and supportive of education and hard work. He didn't come from a wealthy family, so he was not wealthy. And he lived simply yet smartly. Okay, so you can, as you're annotating, you can use a pencil, you can use a highlighter. On the STAR, you can use a highlighter. On AP and SAT and ACT, you will only be able to use a pencil. So you might want to start getting used to just making your pencil do the work for you and circle and underline and highlight, or, you know, kind of shade in with your pencil. And you are going to get to annotate the rest of this. And remember, these are the things you're looking at. You're looking at organizational pattern. How is this pattern structured? Paragraphs, circling important words, or underlining, or however you do it. The author's purpose, that's the why. Why did the author write this piece? Claims, anything that they're claiming to be true, like saying that that Benjamin Franklin was intelligent. That's a pretty well accepted claim, but that is still a claim. He's saying he is an intelligent person, and he's saying that he lived simply yet smartly. So those are our claims. Okay, so you're going to continue through this annotating, and let me know if you need help.